we were going to talk about Jack Grealish.
We're going to talk Jack Grealish, Dino.
Yes.
I think he should start tonight. I think is he in danger under Southgate because of he's mentioned this Southgate, the fact that tactically he's got to understand what he wants from him in the team, and when we don't have the ball, he wants Grealish ultimately to become a defender, which actually is without the ball, that's what you should be. You know, you got that's as I said earlier. There's two parts of the game: one with the ball, one without it. Right? Yeah. It's once you've lost that ball defensively, you've got to get yourself back into a shape. I think he feels that Jack perhaps doesn't quite have that. Is that fair or not? Or do you think he's wrong?
Why would he pay 100 million for him? The best manager in the world, arguably. He thinks he would. But for me, if he should play every game, and by the
England?
end, and every game now, play him in all. Was it 5 games they've got?
There's 4 games left between now and the World Cup.
If you play him in every game, I'll guarantee you by the end of it, the 4th game, he'll be the best player by a mile. Do you know he's only started 22 games in the league? So play him in every game. He's one of them players that needs to play every week.
I'm not convinced that Southgate completely trusts him.
Why wouldn't you when you've got Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice sat there for that reason?
Well, this is the big debate, isn't it, about Southgate? About does he have to be a little bit braver?
Well, why do you think Henderson and Fabinho play for Liverpool? So that when Mane and Salah lose the ball, they can walk back. Because if you make them sprint back, that's another 10 runs they can't do going that way.
But they do that for Liverpool.
They get back.
They do cover their fullbacks.
Jack does.
I know. I'm asking the question, but it would appear that Southgate doesn't quite trust him to do that job. He's mentioned it, and he's gone out of his way to highlight that.
He is blessed with a choice, though. He's not like he's got Foden, Sterling, Mason Mount. Yeah. You know, he's got Rashford's not even in the squad, but he's got players there that he can pick from. And I mean, he's spoilt for choice, isn't he? Jack Grealish, for me, is a carefree player. He's got total self-belief, which is what I like about him. He's got total self-belief in himself. If you asked him to open the batting for England, he'd go, I'll have a go. He's like, he could play anywhere. If you asked him, he'd say, I can play anywhere. I like the way he plays. The only thing that can go wrong for Jack Grealish is he doesn't fit in with Guardiola's 2-touch, 1-touch, pass and move, which all the top teams play. And he might go off the rails. Well, I hope he don't.
No, well, I hope he doesn't as well. But you knew what you were buying with Jack Grealish. You knew you were buying a player that wins a lot of free kicks, that will take players on, as you mentioned, that has great belief in his ability to take players on, a game changer, match winner. But I do feel with England right now, I feel that Southgate thinks that he is a better option to change a game from the bench as opposed to change it from the start. I think he should start. I think he's earned the right after he come off the bench. I think he's earned the right to get that start. I think he mentioned about squad rotation. So for me, I'll be surprised if he doesn't start.
Yeah, he'd be one of them players who sat behind you and your manager going, Gaffer, get me on. Get me on, I'll get us back in it. He'll be chirping away doing when he's warming up. Gaffer, I'm ready, get me on. And he's total belief he's going to go on there. He loves playing football. He's great when he comes off the bench because he takes people on. He's got that drag, isn't he? Yeah. He drags it with his right foot in the box. He looks like he's going to get a penalty every 5 minutes. Yeah. And he's just a good footballer. Man City won the league, by the way. So Pep Guardiola's going to be going, whatever I've done with you, I was right.
Didn't have the best season, though, did he? It's not one of those stellar seasons that he's had in the past for Villa, where he played every single game, was the skipper, was the talisman. It's very different at City.
He's got world beaters playing in front of him.
And of course.
Does he go in and say, listen, Gaffer, can you leave Mahrez out? Yeah. He'll go, he's better than you. He's got to learn that the players he's passing the ball to at Man City are better than him.
When you said you're a bit worried about going off the rails, what do you mean by that?
He's a carefree lad, isn't he? And he's always smiling, and he's like one of the lads, and you can imagine everyone likes him in the dressing room. I just hope he doesn't go. He does it because if he's not playing, he'll get fed up, and then lose his fitness, and he might go down the wrong road. I hope not. There's been better players than him done that.
Yes.
So I hope he just stays on track. His career comes first. Don't let anybody else influence you. You get him for training every morning. You'll be finished when you're 35. Don't waste it. Get in and keep improving every morning. Get in that team, stay in the team, and try and win as many trophies as you can.